Hello, everybody. Joey and I had a long day doing our tune-up.
Yes.
And we're back at the house for the night, enjoying some delicious Blantons.
Thanks to
Adam.
Yep.
So we're going to enjoy this, get to bed early, and go dominate the tactical games. Is there any highlights of the day that we want to clue them into?
But so today was the tune-up. We got some, Shelton pulled out the phone and we kind of talked a little bit about it. I don't know how he's going to edit this.
What's up, everybody? We're here on the Friday tune-up for the tactical games. So Joey's over on the line. James Gill is doing a class that kind of gets us in tune with some of the stuff we're going to be needing to do in terms of the shooting aspect of the tactical games. So it is something they offer. It is a separate fee, but well worth it to get lay of the land at the very least, especially if it's your first tactical games. I would definitely recommend the tune-up. Very happy that we signed up for it, and we're only about 2 hours into it.
Overall, it was a good day. It was cool hanging out with the other competitors who signed up for it. I think we ended up with about 30 people out there. A lot of people who had been here multiple times, and then people like us who were new to it, a couple of people's first time. As far as the tune-up goes, I mean, it was really just a chance to reconfirm zeros and knock some rust off, because some of the, one of the dudes there is like, I haven't shot in 6 months. And it was his first time shooting, like the day, the day before the
and we saw him kind of get warmed up throughout the day. I think you make a good point. Like, this was definitely something that I thought was outside of our comfort zone, or personally myself, right?
Yep.
And then today reminded me, like, if you get like-minded people together, you're going to have a good time.
Right.
You may not be comfortable going into it, but know that like-minded people being together are going to help each other. You're going to end up kind of building friendships, and I think that was a big part of today.
Absolutely.
So I would say definitely worth it. So confirmed zeros and did quite a bit of what James Gill referred to as bullseye pistol shooting. So really getting like a deep dive in the accuracy, little nuance things. So stuff where typically in fighting pistol we're done with the marksmanship part, right? Like in the first half hour, we've taken a deep dive in that stuff, trying to really fine tune stuff and go from combat effective to like he says, are called single hole drills.
Which was, I was telling Shelton earlier, that's one of the things that I picked up just from him as an instructor, was I liked his, like, hey, shoot close and try to put every single one in the same hole. Like, if you can't do that at 5 yards, or whatever he said, like 3 feet or whatever, he's like, why are you going to push it out further, And so, because when you're able to do that up close, you take those same exact fundamentals out at a distance, and it's going to really make a difference.
Yes, there's definitely merit to it, right? Like, you need to be able to hit what you're shooting at. I think there is a potential to get wrapped around the axle or like tied up on this like micro adjustment stuff, where in our context, more defensive shooting, like if I hit left ventricle instead of right atrium, like that meth head with a screwdriver in his hand has a hole in his heart.
Yes.
Right? Like, so
but I'm talking about particularly if you are trying to today is your day to work on your marksmanship.
Right? Then this is the way to do it.
Yeah. It's, I know that in our scope, right? Absolutely. But if you are going to go out to the range and push yourself in that way, like, this is what I'm working on today.
Yeah.
It
can only help you.
Yeah. Something that I hadn't thought of that way before. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. It's like putting that razor's edge, like somebody that knows how to sharpen a knife versus like a store-bought sharpened knife.
Right.
Like both of them are going to cut this steak.
Yeah.
But sometimes it is cool to be able to like slice the newspaper like with little effort.
Anything like this, especially when it comes to a physical skill, like something that, you know, takes time and dedication and effort to become proficient in, like people who practice that skill, they do that because they're passionate about it, and they want other people to be passionate about it. So you have these people who are further along the path, and all they want to do is keep pulling people along with them. You know, it's the same with shooting, with strength training. You know, like you don't go to like a strength gym typically, and then have dudes like bully like a new lifter out or anything like that.
Jiu-jitsu,
Yeah,
I mean, you
anything,
name it.
You know. So again, like you said, like-minded people. It was a good day. I had a lot of fun talking to everybody. Was awesome being able to make sure that everything was still where it needed to be and everything like that, right? So I don't know. I don't really have much else to say about it.
Yeah, I mean, and we got our foot in the door now to a place where we may be like-minded in certain areas, but
yes.
we may be able to help people in other areas,
Right.
When it comes to mindset and things of that nature. So definitely it's skill based. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
They're not testing mindset at any point during this competition.
Right.
So if we can rub off a little bit, you know, have a positive impact on those people, then it's a win-win.
Well, if you don't have anything else to add, I'm going to bed.
Cheers.
Cheers.